Hi, I'm Heidi Borchers. Have you seen all the beautiful colors and prints of the felt? I just love them. But usually we're just kind of lining a box with felt. We're doing something with just soft. I decided that I wanted to make a jewelry out of felt. So I used my food boxes and I came up with this great project. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to cut your pattern or your shape. You can cut any shape. I just happened to do a heart. And I did add a little area here and I punched a hole because that's where I'm going to hang my piece from. So you're going to just take some glue and take a cardboard squeegee and just squeegee the glue on. Make sure you get all the nooks and crannies. You want to make sure it's completely secure on your fabric, on your felt. Put it upside down and just press it and then let it dry. My piece is now dry and it took about an hour for it to dry completely, and you're ready to just trim the felt. So it's all cut out, and whoops, I forgot to paint it. Let's get some paint on the back. You want a nice finish on the back, and you probably want to do that before, but you can also, sometimes if you get a little excited like I do to get my project done, we can always do it after. And before we do the next step, we want to make sure that we punch through the felt. I already punched through the cardboard before we covered it. And just go back in that hole and punch. Now we're ready to apply our 3D lacquer. So I'm going to put these plastic water bottle caps underneath just to kind of hold it up away from the wax paper. Now I'm ready to apply the 3D crystal lacquer over the felt. And you're just going to go out around the outside edge first, and then after you get the outside edge, you fill in the center. And if you have any that starts to drip over, just kind of catch it. It pretty much is a self-leveling lacquer, and if you need something to hold it, you could use like a skewer, or I have a craft knife right here that was handy, and that helps to hold it. And you can see where it starts to kind of soak into the felt. Just keep putting it on. And you can see where it won't take any more. See how it's just kind of staying there now? That's what you want. And make sure that that little hole that you punched is open. And as this dries, keep watching that hole and just keep on poking like a pin or a toothpick into it. Now, while your 3D crystal lacquer is still wet, you want to put some crystals into it. So just drop them into place while it's still wet, wherever you want them. And I always like to leave the crystal lacquer to dry overnight, so just leave this, don't move it until it completely dries overnight. So don't forget, next time you pass the felt aisle, look at all those wonderful textures and patterns, and don't forget too that you can do more with felt than just line a box. I'm Heidi Borchers, and I think it's cool to craft.